I was watching TV at about 10:30. My husband was already in bed. Our two kids were in their rooms playing video games. I heard what sounded like a gunshot that sounded like it was just right outside. So I got up, went and woke up my husband and told him that I had heard a gunshot, I thought. And he jumped up out of bed and came out to the living room and listened, and another gunshot went off. And so he came outside and looked around and didn't see anybody or anything suspicious. So he came back inside, and we sat there and turned the TV off, and we heard a couple of more gunshots. So we called our neighbor here, called our neighbor over there to see if they heard anything or if they knew anything about what was going on. This neighbor actually didn't answer and then called us back and said that he heard it, and he had called Sawyer and asked if he heard it or had fired any fireworks, and Sawyer said no, he didn't know what it was. He played dumb. And so then after like the fourth shot, we called a 911. They had already been aware of it and said that they have units in the area and a helicopter flying around. At some point we found out that there was something going on at Sawyer's house, I think because one of the neighbors told us that there was lights outside and police cars outside here. And we still just assumed that it was a random gunman, or maybe, we didn't think it was Sawyer at all. And then at about midnight, an army guy in all fatigues, he looked like an army guy, and a rifle, knocked on our door and asked if he could go through our house and go to our backyard. So of course we let him through, and he went outside, and we didn't see him after that. And they told the neighbors to turn the lights off, stay inside. They didn't knock on our door. Until this morning, a detective knocked on my door, wanted a statement, and we asked if Sawyer was okay, and she said no. So that's when we realized that he was the gunman. At one point during the night, we talked to another neighbor over here that's close to Sawyer. He told us that he had been depressed and just not in a good place. He's recently divorced, and I don't know what else is going on with him. We don't know him that well. We're just neighborly. We see him out here with his kids. He seems like he's a good dad, playing with him out here. We saw him yesterday, said hello to him, and talked to the girls for a minute. Nothing seemed off. So I don't know. We're just in shock.